Mike Nesbitt. Mr. Nesbitt.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I very much welcome the opportunity to repeat in this House on behalf of the Ulster Unionist Party what we have said many times on the streets and in the media by way of condemning violence. The violence that we have seen since the 3rd of December last is wrong on every level. It is wrong legally, it is wrong morally, it is wrong strategically, and it is wrong tactically. Let us remind ourselves how it began on the 3rd of December, an unnecessary vote to lower the Union flag at City Hall, provoking people to take to the streets because they were angry at a political decision by Sinn Féin, the SDLP and the Alliance Party. But almost immediately, those who were protesting through violence had turned matters on their head. The Alliance, who they were subjecting to criticism, suddenly had everybody's sympathy, and rightly so, because of the illegal attacks on premises and personnel. We then had the attempted murder of a police officer and dozens of officers injured by rioting. And the very people who live in the communities represented, or so-called represented, by those engaged in violence, who began with a great deal of sympathy for the cause, became frustrated, then angry, and now outraged by the tactics employed by those who engage in violence. I've heard many times since the 3rd of December a call on Unionist leaders to demonstrate leadership. Mr. Speaker, I think we have to understand what the people on the ground mean by leadership. What is their definition of that? And I am trying to understand it, and I am engaging on the ground. I've been, for example, to Westbourne Presbyterian Church no fewer than 3 times in the last 10 days to engage with people on the ground. I've been engaging with a group earlier today in this building, and I hope to re-engage later today. What does that leadership mean? Well, it must mean condemning the violence and calling once again for a stop, not least for the good of the youth, who appear to think that it is recreational and quite good fun to lob a petrol bomb on a police officer and run away. They may not consider it such good fun if in 20 years' time, when they seek a visa to visit Florida or some other area of the United States, they are denied because of the activities they've been engaged in over the last number of weeks. The leadership I wish to offer, Mr. Speaker, is to condemn what is wrong, but also to offer an alternative. And that alternative, to me, is the Unionist Forum, a political way forward where we can discuss the issues that underlie the vote on the flag, issues of cultural identity, of the economy, and of the perceived failure of politics to live up to its billing of providing much better than direct rule. My message to those engaged in violence, Mr. Speaker, is very simple. Please stop destroying the argument you are trying to promote.